What is up, you guys? So I am currently editing my video and I just figured out that my encoding settings were incorrect for some reason. There will be some lag points, but they only last a few seconds, I believe. So sorry for that, but just bear with it. Still got the assignment done, but that's where we're sitting at right now, boys. So sorry about that, but enjoy the video. This is me explaining Bitcoin's programmatic supply to a 5-year-old, a teenager, and a college kid. So thanks for watching. Hey, buddy, what's going on? So my name's Tatum, and I'm a Bitcoiner. Do you know what a Bitcoin is? I'm going to explain it to you, okay? I'm going to make it really easy. I'm going to show you how to make millions of dollars. I'm going to show you how to get rich really quick. I'm about to change your fucking life. So, what a Bitcoin is kind of like a dollar. You know what a dollar is, right? When your mom or dad gives you $1 to go get a pack of gum or something like that, whatever y'all are chewing on these days. But it's digital. Do you know what digital is? You know, you may have an iPad. You may be one of those annoying iPad kids, or you may have used a cell phone before. Basically, that's what digital is. It's not in the real world. See, I can do a Rubik's Cube in real life, or I could do one on my phone, which is digital. So, what makes Bitcoin different than dollars, aside from it being digital, is its scarcity. So this is a little advanced, but what happens in a monetary system is that a good is only as good as the demand for it, which means if you go to the store to get one of your favorite toys and they only have one left, a lot more people are going to be wanting to get that. They might be saying, I'll give you $5 for it. I'll give you $10 for it. Oh, I'll give you $20 for it, because that's the only one left. But if you go to the same store and there's the same amount of people, but there's a new stock, they just loaded up, they've got hundreds of these toys on the shelf, it's not going to be that intense. No one's going to be wanting to pay more for it because there are more available. So with dollars, the government prints those, and they can just print them whenever they want. And I know what you're thinking. That's awesome. More money. I thought so too. But since there are more dollars, then people don't necessarily need them or want them as much. It's the same thing as the toys. If they only had a certain amount of dollars and they didn't print any more, then those dollars are going to be more valuable than if they continue to print them. Now, Bitcoin is different from that because there is a max supply. There can be 21 million Bitcoin and no more. The process is called mining. It's a little confusing, but essentially, a lot of these super powerful computers are solving these super hard questions. I know, your math classes are probably 2 plus 2, 4, 2 times 3, 6. And that might be hard for you. It might be easy. But think about a calculus class. If you haven't even heard of calculus, that explains it. It's super hard. This is beyond calculus. So these computers are solving these equations, and once an equation is solved, then they are rewarded in Bitcoin. And once all of them are mined, there can only be 21 million, then it's done. No more can be created. And so that's why people want to get as much Bitcoin as possible, because at some point it's going to stop. What's going on, bro? What you up to these days? Listening to some Led Zeppelin? Smoking your dad's cigarettes? Drinking old beer that you found in the refrigerator? So, look, we've been in the same shoes. You're willing to get a little risky, and you run across some cash, and you're like, oh, I'm gonna go buy some things that I shouldn't have, right? Well, let me tell you something. If you've looked at prices for anything over the past couple of years, the prices continue to go up. Why is that? You might have heard the word in your classes, inflation. Okay, what's inflation? Well, basically, you have a central entity, which is the government in this case, who can print money however long, however much they want. And the more money they print, the demand goes down, meaning that the dollars are not as powerful as they once were because there's so much in circulation. So there's a graph called supply and demand. And the more supply and the less demand, the less valuable something is. For example, the dollar. So that's why the price of goods have gone up over the past couple of years. I mean, you're probably not driving yet. I was at your age, sneaking out all the time. But if you go to fill up your tank of gas right now, it's close to about $3.50, which may not seem a lot, but even just a year ago, the price was about $1.15 because the gas company and the gas station need more dollars to equal what they once were worth. So, how do we stop this? Print more money? Well, no, 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 no. That makes things worse, I thought. Yeah, Bitcoin fixes this. Have you ever heard of Bitcoin? I heard about it at your age, but I thought it was just for like drugs and stuff. Don't do drugs. Bitcoin is a digital currency. You can think of it like a dollar, but instead of tons and tons being printed just at the drop of a hat, only 21 million are going to be in circulation. Well, whoa, hold on, wait. There's more than 21 million people in the world. You can own half or even a smaller fraction, a millionth of a Bitcoin. It's very simple, but that solves the problem. Another example with the gas that I was talking about, right now it costs over 60% more over the course of a year in US dollars, which is what we get paid in, what we operate on. But in terms of Bitcoin, the price is actually about 54% less than a year ago. Hold on, what? I know, it's confusing, but look at it this way. If you're just looking at a tank of gas and comparing it to how much it's worth in Bitcoin versus how much it's worth in US dollars, you'll see that the price is different. And once these 21 million Bitcoin are created, there can be no more. No more, no more, no more. And that's where the value is because the supply has stopped. It's hit a flat line. But the demand is going to continually rise, meaning it's going to be more valuable. Think of it this way. I don't know what bands you listen to today. It's been a little while since I was a teenager. I think Nickelback's hot, Creed. But let's take Creed for example. Okay? They're hosting a concert. Awesome. I love Creed. Let's go. The venue they're at is a wide open field, and they're going to be able to sell as many tickets as they want. Let's say they have 250 on sale right now. Oh, they sold out? Let's just print some more tickets. Oh, those sold out too? Let's print some more tickets. Eventually, it's going to be to the point where the seats are going to be so bad, it's not going to be worth going. And also, a lot of people scalp tickets where they'll buy them and resell them for a higher price. But if I got some of those first tickets, but they were continuing to print them and print them and print them, why would someone buy them for more than what I bought them for if they're going for the same price and they're just going to be able to get more and more and more? I'd end up only being able to sell those if I sold them for less than what I got them for. Okay, that just doesn't make sense. That sounds like an awful concert. Let's change it a little bit. Say that they were having a concert, but there were only 250 seats in this venue. And they only had 250 tickets, no more. Well, the demand's going to be a lot higher for those because there's only 250. But I mean, they were continuing to sell out and sell out and sell out for this unlimited seating concert. I'm going to need to get one of these tickets if I want to go see them. Also, same situation. Say I got 3 tickets. That's $250 plus $250, $500 plus $250, $750. That's $750 total. But I have 3 of only 250 tickets. Obviously, if they sell out, someone's going to want a ticket really bad. They might pay a lot more than what they were originally on sale for because they maybe couldn't have gotten one when they went on sale. So I could sell one of my tickets for $750 by itself, and I would turn a profit on that because the demand is higher because there's only a set amount. And that's also how Bitcoin works. Stay in school, call your parents, don't be mean to them. Made that mistake. Yeah. Yeah, I got the Rushie's number. Yeah. He's cool, dude. He's cool as shit. Like, I mean, this guy pulls, man. He parties. Oh, dude, wait. Hey. I gotta go. Yeah, I'll see you at the Rush meeting, alright? Alright. Alright. Later. Sorry, dude. I was on the phone with Chad. I mean, no, that was Brad. No, that was Dad or something. What's up, dude? New to this college that we're at? That's crazy, man. Yeah, parties, insane. Cafe, kind of sucks. Anyway, have you ever heard of Bitcoin? Yeah, we all have. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of common now. A lot of people have heard about it for buying drugs and doing deals on the dark web. Well, let me enlighten you on what the US dollar is used for. No, I'm just kidding. But really. So, what do you know about Bitcoin? Oh, you got some on Robinhood and your money's gone up and then down and then up some? Yeah. No, I get that. How much you got? You put like $10 in? What's it at now? 11. Nice, dude. Do you know what Bitcoin is further than just number go up? It's awesome, is what it is. So let me explain this. I mean, if you're like any college student, you like beer. I do too, alright? Party. Have you got to try to get a case of beer now? Kind of expensive. You know, back in the day. Oh yeah. I graduate and I'm a 10th year. Anywho, back in the day, whenever I used to get it, you can get a case of beer for about $15. Less than that. I mean, talking about $11.50, $12. I can go mow a yard and get 2 cases. Price now, it's like $20, $22. Did the quality of the beer go up? No. The reason that's happening is because the U.S. government is just printing money at will. Okay, how does that affect beer prices? Well, the more money that is printed, the higher the supply, which means the demand is inversely correlated, so it's going to stop, right? I mean, you've probably taken up intro business class or economics or something like that. Well, look, so basically, you got supply and you got demand, okay? The supply is how much of something's being created. The demand is related to that, and it's how valuable something is and how much you want it. So, for instance, let's say my frat, Pi Kappa Phi, say we were giving out bids to rushies, okay? And we have a quota that we can only give out 15 bids. Well, spoiler alert, the freshman class, the rushies coming in, there's a lot more than 15. And, I mean, if we're the greatest of all time, not at most schools, just mine, then the demand for those bids is going to be pretty high because there's only 15, but there's 100 rushies coming through, and they all want to be Pi Caps, obviously. I hope. But let's turn it over, okay? Let's say that we're still equally as great, but we don't have a cutoff. We can give out as many bids as we want. We can give out 100, 150, 200, however many people are coming through. Well, I mean, the rushies, they're going to go to other houses and hang around because, you know, we're just trying to get a big pledge class. We're just trying to give out as many bids as we can. They're just going to, you know, come by whenever they want, and it's just like, I mean, I guess, cool, whatever. So that's what Bitcoin does, opposed to the US dollar. The government is printing out all the money, making the beer prices go up. But Bitcoin, there is an even amount that's ever going to be created. 21 million. It's my favorite number. It's also the amount of beers that I can crush in an hour. But the way that these are created is mining. You might have heard of Bitcoin mining, but you don't know what it is. Don't worry. It took me a while too. Basically, these computers, massive, big, powerful computers, use their computing power to solve these crazy, complex equations. It's almost just like a guessing game, and whoever gets it first wins. All right? What do you win? You win that block reward. Every time a miner solves a problem, a block is mined. The reward, 6.25 Bitcoin. Why 6.25? It didn't start like that. So Bitcoin's been around since 2009. Those block rewards were 50 Bitcoin. If you've ever seen the price of Bitcoin, you're like, oh my God, it's a lot of money. It is. But what's written into the code of Bitcoin is every 4 years, there's what's called a halving. Okay, what's a halving? Well, every 4 years, the reward is cut in half. So after 4 years, the reward per block turned from 50 to 25. 4 years later, it went from 25 to 12 and a half. 4 years later, 2020-ish, is where we're standing right now, 6.25. And the next halving is going to go 3.125. You might be thinking, well, hold on, wait. Does that mean that it's going to just continually get smaller and smaller and smaller? You're dang correct. And that's where the 21 million come from. Right now there's about 18.9 million or so, but we won't see that 21 million until around, it's estimated, the year 2140. Bro, I might still be in college by then if it's going the way it is. So that's how Bitcoin's different than the dollar. And it's a big difference, and it solves a lot of problems, like beer prices. All right, well, I'm going to let you go, dude. I'll see you at the house tonight. We got a big rush event. Tons of people like me and no one else, really. Oh, hey, are you the new grad assistant? Cool, I'm Tatum. What'd you get your degree in? Engineering and computer science. Um, you want to talk about Bitcoin? You've been mining since 2011. You want to use my fold referral link?